Could it be finger pointing to the drugs and prostitution, or defiance by the prostitutes because they demand love and respect too? Thank you for tuning in to this episode of We Gonna Be Alright. My name is Street Talk, and this is the Hood Report. I used to pull up to crime scenes and ask myself, why? Now as I roll through the city, the whole city seems to be a crime, and I ask myself, why? With all the murders, the community has become numb to death. Murder has become a way of life, a passage of some sort. But why? Who's allowing this to happen? These are our communities. These are our streets. These are our loved ones whose blood is being shed, then washed away.
You know, we call about these gunshots and everything, man, but they're slow about moving.
My name is KK, and this is my associate. She's not my friend. We only know each other because we associate doing drugs and doing sexual favors to men that we shouldn't be doing.
And I'm Tonda, and this is where we hang out at, right here on Academy and Well.
Yeah, I understand they busy and everything around here, you know, for us dealing with it. We got all this prostitution over here. This is what's causing all these problems. The drugs, man, the prostitution here, you know, and the various individuals, man, that's over here doing this stuff here. That's the biggest problem, you know, with the shooting. For us, the way I feel about the shooting, yeah, I hate to see something like that happen to our people like this, man, but when they around here dealing with these drugs and all this, ain't no telling. We don't already had 3 more around on Academy and Well.
I mean, this is the life that we live, through bad choices that we make knowingly. Mm-hmm. But I mean, hey,
That's what
killing.
We have to do.
I mean,
eat and
we
stuff.
never know when we gonna die like the young man died right there in the street this morning, you know? Mm-hmm. We never know that. No one knows when they're gonna die. Randomized.
We were
and
just
not
like
only just this life, before this life. So, you know, that's another reason for me to be deeper in my addiction, because I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, and we just got the news earlier today.
So this is a norm almost a norm. I know the police officers short. They do a great job, man, for us keeping the prostitution away, but a lot of times they can't always get here to deal with this. You know, for us this, leaving people numb like this, they used to it. Everybody used to this stuff over here. You know, it's just like you coming in and out of your home sometimes. So it's just a norm to a point. You know, to a point, you know, and they just get sick of it. Half the people don't even want to sit on their front. You should have seen this neighborhood when I first moved here. This neighborhood was a mess. Man. We had cars everywhere, man. People selling crap out of their trunk, from drugs to guns to shoes. They were doing everything when I first moved over here, man. And hey, we stopped that. And we slowed it up. We ain't quite stopped the rest of this crap around the corner, but I'm still working on that. Working on the prostitution over here. As soon as I get that prostitution situated, man, this could be a great neighborhood for people that want to live decent.
Well, first of all, if they're, speaking amongst us women doing what we do, I mean, everyone plays a part in this lifestyle. For us, the drug dealers, for us being prostitutes, everyone plays their part for us a murder like that. And you also have murders that happen every day that has nothing to even do with our lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So they really can't say that we're to blame for any of the nonsense. We don't know what that man may have done in his past or any of that for them to actually say something like that. Mm-hmm.
My thing is, if you can't live in peace, man, you know, where can you live? Nowhere, really. You really can't live anywhere, man, you know. So if people don't turn around and start taking a stand, we're going to keep having these problems. We're going to keep on having these problems, man. To me, I done took my stand. I done did what I could over in this neighborhood, trying to do what I need to do, and I'm not quite done yet. I'm not quite done. I see the people around here, you know, that Clark guy, I see he's doing what he's doing, but I never see them over this way. All these vacant homes here, you know, have them been burned down, you know, you get rapes in them and all this nonsense. So it's a big problem.
So how do you feel about that, being that they haven't been right over here and they're right around the corner?
Well, my thing is, if they were over here, a lot of these problems wouldn't start. I don't suggest to them, even if they can't arrest the people, if you keep going back and forth through a neighborhood eventually, and these people see, well, we can't do what we want to do, guess what? We're going to move on.
Actually, we need to help ourselves, because can't nobody be helped unless they help themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, but a lot of programs in the area that could help women, for us, like more shelters, for us, like more women reaching out in the community, like say with food and stuff like that and clothing, and women speakers to come out and reach out and speak to women, just period, just like walk the streets, just walk to women and just talk to them. You don't never know nobody until you actually talk to them. You don't know their story. You know what I mean? You never know what nobody's been through. You don't know if they gave themselves a chance, if they never really had a chance, unless you really talk to them. You don't know if they're really intelligent or if they have any sense at all if you don't speak with them. You just judging this person according to their lifestyle. It's very judgmental because no one knows the walk of life that they're going to end up in, or the route that they life, the turn that their life may take at the end of the day. You know what I mean? What tragedies that they may face for us, or losing a loved one. Like we don't like for us, his family. He might have a loved one that could be out here with us because you never know. You can't judge anyone.
But half the people around here, most of them know half of them that's causing the problems, or it's just family members of some kind, and so naturally you're not going to say too much about your family. You're not going to snitch on them to a point. Most of them are on these serious drugs and all that, man, but it's a lot better than what it was before when I moved over here 6-7 years ago.
Okay, so let's take the police element out of it. You said most of the people know that it's family.
Oh yeah.
And they don't want to say anything. So do you think if we as a people got more down on our family, if I know my cousin's out here robbing, say something to them. If I know, even my mother's out here, heavy on drugs, kind of, help to calm that down, so we can kind of curb some of these problems.
Exactly.
You think
Exactly. That will help big time. That will help big time. I understand, that you're on the drugs, you're doing this. They gotta have what they gotta have. But when you start causing a problem for other people, now is a bigger problem. And like I said, it don't. We can take the police out of our equation if everybody in this neighborhood start doing what they got to do. I tell them at night, turn your porch lights and stuff on, turn the porch lights on. That's a deter, We get people pull up here in front of our home with the prostitution. They sit here. I had to rush somebody away last night, 8:30 last night. Down here, the lady on the man Johnson there,
All you can do is just be the best you can be in what you're doing and try to do better. And try to help with each other and lean on each other for support in whatever lifestyle you may live. I mean, to love one another more, because apparently we're not loving ourselves enough because what we're doing, but at the same time, don't not love us.
But like I say, we got this situated. We got this neighborhood somewhat situated, so we don't have the problems like we used to, but it still comes. It don't come as often, but it still comes. We got it in the front, we got it behind our homes, all these empty lots here, these houses. They utilize them. You got so much growth in the back here, they can go back there and do whatever they want to do. If that man's body was laying back there in the back, the only way somebody would know if it was back there if it starts smelling, because it's so overgrown. So overgrown in these empty houses right here.
Because everyone in this community knows each other, and everyone, everyone lives in their houses and take care, like block captains, make sure that nobody breaking nobody's house. We make sure that nobody hurt us out here. So everybody got their own community of how they take care of one another. So everybody's hiding behind that glass thing. Everybody got flaws at the end of the day. No matter what it is, everybody got their something that they do, whether it's on the front street or the back street. So for them to say it's our fault that it happened, or our lifestyle, it has something to do with it. It's not fair to us as human beings being judged and ridiculed because of how we live. We don't know what you do behind your closed door. You may have been the cause just because you're too quiet. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own something.
You know what? City of St. Louis, what you guys really need to do, like they always say, if you see something, do something about it, man. Say something about it. Like I say, it could be one of your family members, man, that could be laying out here and all that. I'm pretty sure you want somebody to tell them who done what they done to your family. That's all I can sit back and try to tell these people. We got so many murders that's been unsolved, it's ridiculous. So I hope the next one, you guys wind up saying something about something, because it's just too much turmoil going on in this city right now. And you guys need to sit here and try to sit here and start praying, because like I say, it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to get a lot worse if people don't start doing something about it.
Yeah, and then us as beings, period. You want to clean up the community, but you can't push us away by being negative, because it's only going to cause a negative reaction. So the best thing to do is to do something positive towards the community to make us want to react and want to join. You know what I mean? Not just us women or the gang life period or the prostitution life period. Us as human beings, we all need to grab a hold to one another, hand in hand, and to lean on each other when we need a helping hand.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's just something to eat, whether it's a sip of water, whether it's a hug, an ear to listen. I mean, the smallest things can mean the most. It don't necessarily have to be anything about money. I mean, just listening to somebody or just being next to somebody, it can make their day. I mean, just more love. The world needs more love. And love is so simple to give without being materialistic. That's all I have to say.